Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here, back for another pick a card reading, and this particular reading is going to be regarding how you can simplify your life. So it is for the collective, which means that it's not meant to resonate with everyone. So keep that in mind. If you would like a more personalized reading, please consider booking an affordable reading on my Etsy shop and or my website. So let's get started. I have 3 piles here. The decks I'm using will be listed in the description box below as always if you're interested in purchasing them, as well as the links to order a personalized reading with me. So if you have not had enough time to select your pile, please just pause the video and then return when you are ready to pick. I will see you guys in pile number 1. So to those of you who have picked pile number 1, welcome and thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, this is a pick a card reading regarding how you can simplify your life. To help me with the energy here, I have my amethyst and a rose quartz. So let's see. How can pile 1 simplify their life? Okay, so we have leadership. So stepping into your power, not waiting for somebody else to give you the green light. That's the main message here that I get at this time for those of you who have picked this pile. Taking initiative, and again, just not waiting for somebody else to say, hey, you can do this, or hey, you can do that. And I feel like this is about making something your own. You need to step up into your more masculine role, or shall I put it, I'm not saying this is just for men, but your more authoritative personality here. It's going to help you with a lot of things. So ask for help. Yeah, leadership skills. When you're following or when you are leading a group of people, you have other people to help you and support you. And when it comes to being a leader, like I said, or like I'm trying to say, that you definitely make people want to follow you is what I'm hearing. And I feel like this is about you being meant to lead a group of people as well. Asking you for help, or asking them for help, is going to help you help other people, if that makes sense. And asking people for help in general is just to help you, because we're not always meant to, not that we're not always meant to, but that we can't always do everything by ourselves. So that's another thing. Simplifying your life, letting somebody else help you carry your load. So we have surrender low self-esteem, and this goes back to leadership, individuality. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So the first thing you can do to release low self-esteem is to again, step up to the plate. Step up to the plate and again start learning how to, you know how you learn to ride a bike. You start with a bike with training wheels, and then eventually you have to get off those training wheels, or not expect for somebody to hold you to help you. And I'm saying here that yes, you do need to ask for help, yes, but in order to kind of release the low self-esteem within this is about you, again, like speaking up and also playing the leader. And a leader does a lot of things by themselves. Trying to make this make sense. So it's like a 2-part message here. It's like ask for help, but there is a need for you to kind of take initiative on something that will eventually lead to you coming into your power. You're meant to lead people, not the other way around, if that makes sense. But surrender to what is. So this is about basically acceptance. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation compassionately, accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So this is about accepting what is, but if you have the desire to want to change a situation, you can. It's just about you, again, stepping into this role here and not expecting or not feeling like you can't do it by yourself. So there's a two-part message here, because I know I said that you can ask for help and that you need to help simplify things. But again, this is also about you stepping into your own power and being initiative. And Spirit says to go with the flow, ask for help in moving forward. And I feel like the message here now is for some of you is to ask for help on how to become a leader, or how to I feel like you already have leadership skills. It's just a need for you to get out there and use them to your advantage. And you may need help doing that. So I think that's what I was trying to say, but it just came out like weird. But looking deeper, having a deeper and more meaningful perspective about certain things going on in your life. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. So yeah, and I definitely feel like Spirit is saying for you to get into some crystal healing as well, because I guess those are crystals, even if they're not. I'm being told to look at them as they are crystals. So doing some crystal energy work and healing, and maybe even crystal reading for yourself and others, is another way for you to simplify your life and to help you with low self-esteem and, again, acceptance, and just being brave enough to ask for help when you need it. That's another thing about leadership, being brave enough to do anything. So we have this card here. This is affirmation card. And at the back of these cards, there's different subjects and topics that it touches on. And for your specific one, we have relationships. And it says, I am a master of setting boundaries that protect my time, energy, and creativity and emotional well-being. So looks like you can simplify your life also by creating boundaries. And that's also a part of becoming a leader. Feel joy in all you do. So having happiness in just little small things around you, and being grateful for things, having certain skills that you have. Setting your intentions for the day is what I feel like you are needing to do, like daily. For some of you, where you are needing to kind of, I do feel like you do need to say affirmations for the most part, and not just because we have an affirmation deck here. All of the piles have that, but so far for pile number 1, I'm being guided to say that specifically. But yeah, I feel like this goes back to surrendering low self-esteem as well. Because of this low self-esteem, it's kind of hard to enjoy day-to-day activities or things that you want to do to have fun, unwind, and relax. But Spirit says to look deeper, look beyond what you see on the outside, because there's always another layer underneath the surface, and there's a way out of each situation, whether you realize it or not. So if you don't have enough motivation to change it exactly to what you want it to, you're just going to have to leave it be, because I feel like the ask for help is separate message from a lot of this, but it only goes with so many of the messages here. So what I'm saying is like I was saying earlier, it sounded like I was giving confusing messages, but what was happening was this message was just meant really for kind of one part of the reading, if that makes sense. So we have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Yeah, let yourself be seen. That's a part of being a leader. Let people know that you have more, you are worth more than just sitting in the background. Um, and I feel like a lot of other people are going to come to you in regards to how they can become a leader as well. So our next here is we have relationship yet again, attracting a relationship. This could be friendships, romance. It's more so romance for most of you. Um, Colleagues, getting to know new people in general. And with this here, Spirit is saying for you to simplify your life by kind of surrounding yourself around this color or even the flower. The number 6 is on the card, by the way. If that may mean anything to anyone, it could, and it may not. And attracting a relationship is the base of your reading seems to be the leadership card here, and the leadership here is saying to with attract a relationship is to go out there and, like I said, set your attention and let yourself be seen, like this card says here, our starseed message. That's how you're going to attract a relationship, letting yourself be seen. And letting yourself be seen in your natural state as well. You don't have to necessarily be dolled up to attract someone. Romance. So wow. So some of you may be focused on romance. To simplify your life, Spirit says to focus on just the love aspect and kind of not worry about maybe, I think you're looking, it says to, where is this card? It says to look deeper. Some of you may be kind of, it goes back to low self-esteem and looking deeper with this romance here. Simplify your life and your relationships and connections with other people by looking beyond what you see, seeing yourself in another person's eyes, in your love interest's eyes, or whoever you're interested in, whoever this may make sense about. Doesn't have to be love again just because it says romance, but for a lot of you it will be romantic love. But yeah, seeing yourself as another person sees you, because people sees you as someone who, you know, has a personality of getting what they want and being very, I do feel like people find you attractive and people see a lot of layers within you, but you are kind of stuck on, you have some low self-esteem here, which makes you think, well, if I don't like this about me, they're not going to like it, when in reality, Spirit says look deeper. They are looking deeper. So simplify your life by not caring what other people think, even though I'm saying here to you that they do think a lot of you and they do think you're worth a lot. What I'm being called to say here is that simply just do not worry about it. What another person thinks of you honestly really isn't your business. Yes, it's like, yes, you want to know if somebody's talking about you and doesn't like you. Yes, I understand that. I get that. We're human. But for the most part, you can't let other people's opinions and, you know, affect the way you feel about yourself. So that's another way to simplify your life here, pile 1. But yeah, just basically just simplify your life by only caring about what you think. And if there is a part of you that, you know, apart from what other people think, really feels like you are not good enough for people or not worthy or anything like that, and this could be a message you're meant to pass down to someone else close to you or just in general, but do remember that your opinion of yourself is all that matters. But yeah, I do feel like you guys are going to kind of come into a leadership role here. I do feel like if not, definitely you do need to try to start, because you do have what it takes to kind of be at the forefront of a group is what I'm hearing. But some of you may need help coming out of some type of shell, coming out of, like I said, low self-esteem, insecurities, and just kind of having trouble accepting yourself as certain qualities that people think about you, because people, like I said, think very positively about you, but it's not about what they think, it's about what you think that matters. So let's get into this. We have clairsentience, so some of you may have the psychic ability. Archangel Raguel, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So whatever feelings that you are having, they'll look deeper. I'm going back to this because it looks like sometimes you are forced to kind of think deeper anyway, simply because you have this ability. But Spirit says to use this ability. This is also going to help you simplify your life, and it provides divine guidance for you. So anything that you're feeling physically or emotionally, if it's like a reoccurring feeling and you keep getting nudges and it just won't stop, it's trying to tell you something, it's trying to teach you something, and until you do what it's telling you to do, it's going to keep bothering you. So that's the message there. And our last message here is King of Gabriel, which is King of Wands, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. I don't know. I feel like a repeat situation is coming up for you guys. I don't know. It could be in love or whatever it may, however it may resonate for you. But another way to simplify your life is to not feel like you have to tie yourself down to just one situation. I'm not going to say person, because I don't really think it's wise to go after too many people at one time, because then you get confused. So that's another message. Simplify your life by lessening your connections. And what I mean by that is kind of trying to get to know maybe one person at a time. I feel like for some of you, and I'm not talking about just dating wise, I'm talking about in general, I feel like individual friendships here need some grooming and need some attention to kind of regroup and focus on why you have certain connections in your life. But King of Gabriel is about people caring, is about maybe you caring about others, or the other way around. But it's definitely about not making something or one thing or one person a priority. So I'm being told for some of you to simplify your life, focus on one connection at a time. Even if you have multiple broken relationships, even if they're not broken, and when I say relationships, we're not just talking about romance, but even if they're not broken, this is about you just trying to, again, reconnect with one person at a time, get to know them again, and then move on to the next person. So that's what so this is for pile number 1. This is how you can simplify your life. I wish you guys love and light, and thank you for stopping by. Please let me know how this resonated or what message you may have taken away from it. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Love and light. Welcome to those who have picked pile number 2. This is a reading regarding how you can simplify your life. Yeah, so let's get started. If you're interested in any of these decks, they'll be listed in the description box below, along with links where you can purchase them. Alright, so pile number 2, how can you simplify your life? Patience. So being patient, waiting on divine timing, waiting on the universe's timing. And I feel like just going with the flow of things. I feel like I may have said that in pile 1. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely there is a need for you to kind of try to be a bit more patient with certain things and people in your life. And I feel like for some of you, this may be revolving around communication with people, or just generally something not moving as fast as you would like it to be. So Spirit says to be more patient. It's coming, but you are going to have to wait. So simplify your life by being more patient. Inner knowing. Inner knowing. So, yeah. Pile 1, we talked about divine guidance, and I feel like I'm being led to talk about it here. So, inner knowing is obviously about you kind of tapping into your higher power, listening to certain messages that your guides and your intuition is trying to deliver to you. I feel like your intuition, some of you may be trying to force your intuition to give you messages, is what I feel. And right now they're feeling like you're not ready to kind of hear those messages. So they're saying to wait. They will come to you, but just wait. And it's not that they're not already there around you, protecting you and listening to you, but they feel like now is not the time to give you certain messages. I feel like maybe you want to hear something that they're not willing to tell you at this time, because whatever it is that they have for you, it's not necessarily going to be to your liking. So right now they're saying to wait. What you are wanting them to tell you, they are going to tell you in due time. As far as simplifying your life, definitely, like I said, do not try to force your intuition to work. For most of you, I'm feeling like this is about some of you trying to develop psychic abilities, or further develop, rather, I guess you could say, and it's not working as fast or moving as fast as you would like to. The messages are not coming fast enough, and it's just about you waiting, being patient, and just opening up your ears. But for the most part, the guidance is within you. It definitely is. It's just that you can't force it to come out or rush it. It's a thing here. And by the way, that's my niece snoring. If you hear anything, I'm very, very close to her at this moment, so I do apologize. So surrender to trust. So I feel like this is a need for you to have faith in a situation around you, have more faith in yourself, and have more faith in your inner knowledge, because you're not having enough faith in it. You're feeling like it's not telling you the right things, and it is. So Spirit says to simplify your life by trusting that knowledge and that inner wisdom. So trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action to be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay? Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So, I need to become less stubborn towards people around you. I feel like some of you might even be playing hard to get with something. I don't know what that may be. If this is not resonating now, this could be somebody close to you, or it could resonate at a later time, so keep that in mind. But yeah, there's a lot of stubborn energy here, and I want to say some of you are fire signs, and I do see water as well. Oops, I think I got these all upside down. Soaring into joy, childlike wonder fills life. So this is about you stepping into innocence. When we arrive into the world, we are all pure. And so this here is about you kind of being childlike and trying not to have too many cares in the world right now. With certain things going on around you. I would say kids are less patient with certain things, but for the most part, all you have to do is give them a lollipop or a balloon, and they're ready to, forget about whatever it is that they have wanted, and before you know it, the thing that they were waiting on and wanted, it ends up being into their arms within a short amount of time after, if that makes sense. So and I feel like this goes back to stubbornness as well, because I feel like you're kind of choosing to be unhappy, if that makes sense, or to kind of make things difficult. But Spirit says to use your imagination. go read a book or take a hike or do something that will uh, help you with waiting for a certain outcome. Kind of get you a distraction going. And this is also about being happy, like being like a kid at the candy store and just allowing for, you know, for your eyes to wander, not staying stuck on one situation. So we have this card here, which is an affirmation card. The backs of the cards are all the same design wise, but what they have different is a different subject or topic that it touches on. And for you guys, this is physical health. Please do not make any major life decisions based on any messages that come up about health within my readings on YouTube. And I definitely do not do personal health readings. They just sometimes come out in the collective ones. But I listen to my body and honor its wisdom. So this is about going back to your inner knowledge. Your inner guidance is also, or your intuition rather, is trying to also give you information about your body on what you need to do, what you need to put in it, what more you need to put in it, what maybe you need to eat more vegetables, maybe you need to do more walking, maybe you need to do some jumping jacks or drink more water. And I don't know why. I feel like I've already said that. I don't know if I said that already, but there's a reason why that repeated if I did. Because sometimes I'm kind of talking and into the reading so much that I don't realize I'm being repetitive. So do bear with me. But yeah, listen to your body. Yes, your body is sending you messages as well. Simplify your life by making healthful choices. By being like a kid. A kid, they don't really have to worry about much. So just be a kid for a day or two. Release toxic relationships. Aha. So maybe your body has been trying to tell you to release toxic relationships. And this is not just with people. Like I said, maybe you need to release toxic relationships with unhealthy foods or alcohol, or your relationship with inanimate objects. You know, kind of being obsessed about something that isn't doing you any good. So you can simplify your life by releasing toxic relationships. For most of you, this would be about people, but it could be about anything. I'm sorry. Wow. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So for some of you, an apology is coming, or this is somebody that is feeling regret about something, and this is going to be about literally some type of toxic relationship for most of you with an actual person. Whoever this person is, they definitely are sorry, or they at least want you to know that. And or they at least have or will start to feel guilt about something that they have did. This is going to be in due timing. Like I said earlier, you're going to have to wait for a lot of things. But just because somebody says sorry does not mean you have to keep them in your life. So accept the apology, forgive, and move on. For most of you is what you would probably need to do. But definitely I do feel some genuine compassion regarding an apology coming up, or maybe somebody has said sorry to you recently, and I definitely do feel like they meant it. But again, like, trust what your inner guidance is trying to tell you about this as well, and also making sure that you don't accept them, knowing that accepting an apology isn't accepting for them to do the behavior again, to continue the cycle. So we have Amber, awaken your creativity. Card number 15. So this is about obviously being creative, kind of awakening more of like, it's like you're not showing your full creative potential. So Spirit says to simplify your life by using those ideas that you have come up with. They're going to help you with a lot of things and helping you to lessen your burdens and simplifying your life. Okay, and then we have answered prayer. So in due timing, back to this patience card here. You've been praying, asking for God for something, asking Archangel Michael. I don't know why I'm being called to say Archangel Michael, but If not, you haven't been called to, this is a message saying that you need to call on Archangel Michael, and or that he is the angel protecting you, your situation, or whatever's going on. But this is a prayer is coming to you that's going to be answered. It may not be answered exactly the way you want it to be answered, but it's definitely going to be answered. And it's going to be answered coming from a creative moment, something that you did to get it that way. It's not always about praying to someone and a god or an angel and saying, hey, you know, where is it at? Like just sitting around waiting for it. Yes, you wait for it, but you also sometimes have to get out there and get it. So being creative with making your own prayers a reality, Spirit says. So peace, choosing to be at peace. Archangel Samuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So, yeah, so back to the toxic relationships. If you feel like these relationships are getting to nowhere, you're constantly having to repeat telling someone how you are feeling, saying that, you know, okay, well, you need to do this and need to do that to kind of, you know, help make things less one-sided and more about having a balance between give and take between one another. If you keep having to repeat that and the cycle keeps repeating and you keep having to say the same things to somebody over and over and over and over and over again, to simplify your life, you're just going to have to let that go so you can be at peace. But yeah, so we have 5 of Michael here for our last message, which is 5 of swords in traditional tarot. And we have the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. And consider taking a more uplifting approach. So I feel like maybe you're trying to kind of force somebody out of something. It could be you trying to force somebody out of a toxic relationship, but you're kind of building a toxic relationship by trying to help that person, if that makes sense. If it's not what I've said before, that could be another way it resonates. But yeah, but so yeah, that is the reading for pile number 2. I thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this reading and what you have taken away from it. I like to interact with you guys more, so please do show me some love in the comment section. Let me know what you would like me to do next on my channel, or the Pickacard reading suggestions. If there's any decks that you would like me to get. I did have a wish list, but I have changed. I took the wish list off because I didn't remember the password. So if you are interested in seeing me use a deck on my channel that you don't think I have, you can send me a PayPal donation and tell me, hey, I want you to buy this deck. I will take that money and buy that deck so you can see me use it. And yeah. Or if you just want me to have a gift, you can do that as well. But yeah, so I wish you guys love and light. Again, hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 3. So this is a reading regarding how you should simplify your life, or how you can specifically simplify your life. Again, I think I got all of these upside down. So simplicity, interesting. And we're talking about simplifying your life. So that's the perfect message to get. Realizing that there is an easier way around certain situations and trying to get whatever it is that you are needing or looking for. There's not, yes, it's always great to want to put more effort in and to try to do something the hard way. But for some of you, you're looking past the easy way and you're kind of being difficult. So Spirit is saying to that easy route that you saw is the best way to go for right now. That's how you can simplify your life, is by literally simplicity, simplifying, breaking free. So kind of maybe some self entrapment here, where you feel like you're trapped in a situation, like I said a second ago, There's an easier way out than you think. And it's kind of like a way of you just sitting there kind of knowing that there's an easy way out, but it's like, I don't know, you might be attached to something here or someone, but Spirit said that there is a way out, and that there is, you know, an easier way than maybe you planned or thought. So to simplify your life, you need to break the chains. I do see you needing to cut cords with someone with this octopus leg wrapped around her abdomen here. So another thing to simplify your life is to surrender resentments. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward. Forgive positive situations in your life. But yeah, I do see a lot of forgiveness. I feel like I'm seeing somebody likes to argue here. It could be you or somebody that you're thinking about while watching this and listening to this reading. It's like you stay hooked onto an argument, or again, it's another person around you. Just for the heck of it. Or just because somebody feels like, I don't know, somebody likes to argue. And it's okay, I'm not judging. I'm not going to lie, I like to argue sometimes too with, not to say that I want to start trouble or anything. When I say argue, I mean like, you know, heated discussions, debates, and I'm definitely not saying that it's actually kind of healthy to argue. So Spirit says simplify your life by getting things off of your chest when need be. That's another way of breaking free. But there's still a way to do that without being difficult. Surrender the drama. Aha. So this makes sense to what I just said here. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So Spirit says simplify your life by releasing drama and resentment surround certain dramatic situations. So we have expecting miracles. So miracles are blossoming in my life. Yes, and this is because you took the easy way out instead of going the hard way. You're finally kind of, I feel like, seeing the bigger picture. Once you start taking this advice here, there's going to be miracles coming. So our card here is physical health. It's an affirmation card. These cards have the same design on the back. For all of the cards, except the difference is they have different titles on the back. And for your message, this is physical health. Please keep in mind that I do not do personal health readings. When you purchase a reading from me, sometimes health messages can come out when I'm doing collective readings, yes. But keep in mind not to make any major life decisions based on a reading by me or anyone else here. I honor my sensuality by exploring sights, sounds, scents, and textures that make me feel alive and connected to my body. So another body message. If you'd like to see more on body messages, I had in pile 2 we talked about your body. If you'd like to see more about that. So I feel like this goes back to the arguing type of thing. Spirit says it's okay to be sensitive, yes. I feel like the only way you're going to feel alive and connected with yourself and with your body is by surrounding yourself by things that kind of uplift you, and as well as speaking your mind, but making sure that you don't feel like you have to yell to do it. Because I do definitely feel like you like to yell. I don't know if it's you or somebody else or whatever the case is, but again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, so keep it in mind. Accept struggles as lessons. So oftentimes when we struggle, people often wonder and ask God why, or just people in general, why do good people struggle? why do people struggle in general? What purpose does it serve? The purpose that it serves is to teach you a lesson. It's a part of our life purpose to struggle. It's for everybody. Everybody struggles. I don't care if you are rolling around on the floor in $10 million. Everybody struggles at some point with something in their life. We're supposed to go through that. And the reason being is because it helps us grow. We don't grow by getting everything we want or getting everything handed to us. But Spirit says to simplify your life by seeing the bright side of your struggles, is what Spirit is saying here. Oh. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So some of you may feel like your clock is ticking within something in particular. And I don't know, it could be about fertility in the physical sense here, because when I seen this, I also thought of birth. It could be just a creation in general. It doesn't have to be a baby. But Spirit says to trust how far you come, and trust that you have plenty more time to complete something. Spirit says to stop trying to rush. You have plenty of time. Simplify your life by turning off the clock and stop looking at the watch every 5 minutes, is what Spirit is saying. I talked about patience and power too as well, so maybe it's a possibility that you should watch that as well if you're interested. So we have chocolate, card number 13. Nourish your body and soul. So back to the body message. Again, Power 2 had a body message. So yeah, nourish your body and soul. And how that is going to help you simplify your life is, I feel like it's going to give you more energy. I feel like it's going to put you where you are supposed to be for the most part. Once you feel nourished, you are going to, I do feel like you are going to still, you're going to feel some differences within your body. The Spirit says for most of you within your eyesight. I don't know why that's coming up, but I do definitely feel like your eyesight and your sense of smell is going to be heightened as well. Manifestation. So simplify your life by using your manifestation abilities. You have the ability to create, the ability to bring about anything that you want, bring about change within your life and certain situations around you. And Spirit says to simplify your life by manifesting a way out, an easier way out. And I've said that earlier, but this seems to be the base of your reading, Power 2. So we have patience. And I knew that was going to come up because I was thinking about pile 2 quite a lot so far in this pile. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So you're definitely going to have to, I feel like your dreams are regarding your body. It could be weight loss. It could be pregnancy. It could be just anything revolving your body. And I feel like some of you, Spirit says to eat more broccoli for some of you for whatever reason. Or it could just be greens in general, but definitely broccoli for some odd reason that wants to be brought up. But for the most part, though, check out Power 2 for the message on your body and patience as well, as we talked about that there. But Archangel Jophiel is asking you to kind of be patient. With trying to cut the chains for some reason, with whatever that is. Be patient with your manifestation abilities and be patient with your body. And our last message here, Page of Michael, which is Page of Swords and traditional tarot. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So for some of you, maybe you are breaking free from a contract. Maybe you are getting a divorce. Maybe you are getting, I don't know, what else do you sign contracts for? A new house, an apartment, a car. That's my niece snoring in the background, so I do apologize. I'm super close to her at the moment. But signing paperwork, being very careful about that. Some of you have already gotten into a contract that maybe you are needing to rethink, and a contract doesn't necessarily mean signing something. It's about making something official, and for a lot of you, you do definitely need to kind of rethink your position in something. But Spirit says to simplify your life by breaking free, and I feel like this is about also breaking free from certain rules. Obviously, do what your doctor says, all that good stuff. Do not make life altering changes with readings like this. But I do feel like that there's something that you kind of need to detach from. And again, it could definitely be a legal situation for some of you. And if this doesn't resonate now, it could be at a later time. So that is for pile number 3 on how you can simplify your life. If you would like a reading more specific to your energy, please check out my Etsy shop and or my website, where I offer readings at affordable prices. I offer different services, love readings, past life readings, goddess guidance, and more. I wish you guys love and light. If you've enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, and hit that red button for me if you have not, and subscribe. And yeah, leave me some suggestions down below. I would love to interact with you guys more. I feel like I don't get to talk to you guys a lot, and I know I don't do live streams anymore, but there's been a lot going on around where I am, with a lot of situations going on with my nieces, my nephews, and things like that, to the point where I can't do as much as I was before, and live streams have kind of taken a back seat, but I will get back to those. So yeah, I miss you guys, and even just say hi, just say something. Love and light, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.